I'm David Volk, a voice of the resistance, albeit a strange and funny one. Today's post, give me a break. CNN's dumbest headline ever. It's summertime and the living is sleazy. I've seen some dumb headlines in my time, but one on CNN's website from last week beats them all. Not only has the network lost its grip on reality, it's also actively trying to make Dementia J Trump look good. The headline from analyst Zachary B. Wolf reads, "Summer is over and Trump never took a vacation." It's going to take a moment to let that one sink in there. As Wolf sees it, most past presidents have taken at least a little time off during the summer, usually around August. But Trump just kept going and going. I don't know, maybe Wolf's trying to make the nearly dead White House resident look vigorous by pointing out that during Trump's first term, he would golf at his Bedminster Golf Club in New Jersey most weekends. This summer, however, he only played golf, gasp, in courses around Washington, D.C. Wow, although he's 1,000 years old, his work ethic is amazing. Or maybe Grandpa's just getting tired and lazy. Warning, the next paragraph contains numbers and math. I'll go as slow as I can, but our eyes may glaze over anyways. As you may recall, Trump also ran on Obama's work ethic, saying his predecessor shirked work to hit the links. It's true, Obama smacked the ball around the course 333 times while he was president for an average, and that's over 8 years, for an average of once every 8.7 days. Trump, in his first 4 years in office, played 261 times for an average of once every 5.6 days. Okay, so then he played golf 40 times between the time he took office earlier this year and July 20th. That's an average of every 4.4 days. Or more importantly, just boiling it all down, that's 300 games in 5 years, and he's not done yet. Obama did 333 over 8 years. Or maybe he is. Maybe he is done yet, and they just haven't told us. I know. I see your eyes glazing over from all the math. So let's cover something just as important. He cheats. It's easy to pretend you're busy and vigorous when all you do is ride a golf cart around from hole to hole. And no, I'm not describing members of his cabinet, and lie about how well you're doing. Wolf also pointed out that Trump had spent a lot of time in front of a television camera, including answering the questions of a lot of reporters on Monday and a joint meeting with Korean President Lee Jae-myung that featured a public session with the leader. And who can forget the televised 3-hour cabinet session where all the department heads fawned over Dementia J, North Korean style, and talked about how great he was. Can you say circle jerk? I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure that all of them decided to say those things independently, knowing that the desperate Cheeto, thank you, Randy Rainbow, knowing that the desperate Cheeto is knocking on heaven's door, where, by the way, St. Peter's has installed extra padlocks in case Trump doesn't take no for an answer, and you know he'll appeal, but where in the hell is he going to find a lawyer? I want you to think about that for a minute. Anyways, they they know he's knocking on heaven's door, and they don't want the conspiracy theorists to blame them for his death, because MAGA. And you know they will. Either that, or they were all showing how loyal they could be as part of an audition for a spot in the J.B. Vance, and yes, I do mean J.B., the J.B. Vance administration, coming soon to a White House near you. Regardless, from where I stand, I'm pretty sure it doesn't take a lot of energy to sit around in front of a camera and look presidential. And he's not even doing such a great job at that. He looks puffy, tired, and no longer seems to know how to use his hands. Oh, and don't forget that he gets up later than any previous president and sits around eating McDonald's burgers all day, except for the ones he throws at the wall each time a judge rules against him or someone mentions Jeffrey Epstein. It also appears that he isn't staying up for his late night, early morning rage tweet sessions either. The way you can tell he isn't writing them anymore, the tweets, is that they don't seem to be as unhinged, angry, or as capital-laden as they once were. All of which paints the picture of a man who really isn't doing much except dismantling the government in anticipation of Vladimir Putin's takeover. Yeah, lots of things are happening under Trump, and even though he says Americans have too many holidays, I don't think he's the one that's doing all those things. Instead, I think his underlings are speeding up the crazy in hopes that they can get it all done before he shuffles off this mortal coil. And the guy who wrote this piece of so-called analysis is so full of you-know-what that his eyes are likely brown. But hey, that's just my opinion. What the hell do I know? That's it. Show's over. Nothing left to see here. Everybody going home. Or, better yet, go out and protest in the streets. I've been David Volk, a voice of the resistance.